So we're still in A Coruña. We wanted to leave today to go to Sada, but when we woke up it turned out, well, as you maybe can hear, there's a lot of wind today from the wrong direction, and the sea is super restless. And it's only 10 miles, so 2 hours or so. But yeah, we have to go the direction that the wind and the waves are coming from. So that would just not be a nice trip. So we're gonna wait and hopefully tomorrow we can go. But there was another part of the old town of A Coruña that we haven't seen yet. So we thought, why not? Let's go explore the other side of the town. And yeah, there are some nice old churches and walls and old war things here. So yeah, well, some more exploring, I guess. It is Saturday the 17th of December today, and we are finally leaving A Coruña. We are going to Sada today. It's only a 10-mile trip, so it's maybe 2 hours. But we're gonna test out our new SAILS. Rutger is preparing the boat. I'm cleaning up inside, and then we're gonna go. It's yeah, we have to go around the corner into the bay, and then not even fully out, but in the bay you turn into another small yeah, river bend like thing, and then Sada is around the corner. But it might be a good area to test out our new sails. So hopefully there will be some wind there, and then we're gonna go to Sada. We're gonna spend a couple days there waiting for a weather window to go around Cape Finisterre, and then to Vigo and or Bayona. But first, let's go to Sada.
Well, I'm afraid we had to put the motor on because there is really zero wind right now. But our speed with 8 knots of wind was already a lot better than we had before, and that was on a broad reach. So now we're gonna go around the Cape, and we're gonna see if we can do a bit of upwind sailing, and maybe we'll get a little bit of apparent wind going. And let's see what the boat performs like then with the new sails. I think a lot better, because they already look a lot flatter and they have a much better aerofoil shape. So I'm excited about that. So we are able to sail now in this bay. There are a lot of wind shifts. So we had 30-degree wind shifts, and we had winds from 0 to 25 knots. And we were under full rig the whole time. So that's a big improvement. We're able to sail much higher now and faster. So let me talk you through the new sails. This is the jib, or the Genoa. It is a 125% Genoa, and as you can see, it has a tri-radial cut, and that means that it doesn't have these straight cuts, but all these little panels. And what that does is it makes it a lot more resistant to stretch, so also over time, but also in the gusts, so it will retain its shape a lot better in the gusts. What we also did was we put this foam in the, not the leech, but in the luff of the sail. So we have a luff foam, and what this does is if you furl it up, it makes for a better shape when the sail is furled. We also have reinforcement patches here, and this also helps with the furling. There's also one all the way in the top, so you can furl pretty much till here. After that the shape will go down quite a bit, but we also have a stay sail, and well, if you have to furl past that point, then it's probably blowing pretty hard, so then it's time for the stay sail. So I think that's a pretty good combination. And we also have a new mainsail. The mainsail also has this tri-radial cut. This sail, we put a little bit more percentage in the roach and a little bit smaller jib, so the balance is a bit shifted. This mainsail now has 3 reefs, so 1, 2 and 3, and each reef point also has extra reinforcement. So what this does is if you take a reef, and you can imagine you put tension here and you don't have that, then the foot of your sail will never have proper tension. So now each time we reef, you basically get a whole new reef, or a whole new foot of the sail. Shut up. We also went for a loose-footed main. We used to have one with a bolt rope, but now we have a loose-footed one. Maybe we want a lazy bag one day, and it's a bit easier to trim. Wind shift. Yeah. The wind is really shifty all over the place here. It's if you were to race here, it would be very interesting, I think. Another thing we did is we changed all the reefing lines to Dyneema lines. So when we take a reef and you pull it tight, that's where it stays. So now basically almost all running rigging is Dyneema. It's not free, but it is a lot better. So also the halyards and everything. We do have to make a minor adjustment. Our mast got painted once, and they painted this little rail also, and it has little droplets all along the edge. And these new mast cars, they have a little notch here, so it would sit exactly on the rail, but because of this paint it doesn't run super smooth. So we already did this bit with a little knife and we just scraped it out, and this bit is now smooth. So Kim is gonna have to go all the way up the mast and scrape out all the excess paint. But it should take about 20 minutes, and then then it should run smoothly. Well, that's it for our new sails. We are quite happy. Before we could only go about 60 degrees upwind, which was appalling, and now we can do 30 degrees apparent, and still maintain 5.5 knots of speed. We also had big gusts, and the boat was still manageable without a reef. So if these weren't gusts, then of course we would reef because it's just easier on the boat. But yeah, this is a major boat improvement. So we are actually quite thrilled about this. And it's a nice sail. Now the wind is gone again. So yeah, we can see Sada. We had actually perfect conditions to test out the sails, I would say.
Yeah, we had a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So,
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. She held it. So we were about to go into the harbor, and we took in the fishing lines, and we have 2 mackerels.
Not expecting a
No,
fish
no.
because we didn't see anything, and normally it goes up when we catch a fish. But
Yeah.
yes, we got a
Nice mackerel. Well, let's end their suffering.
yes.
I'll
Let's
end
unhook them and then.
I'll end the recording there. Welcome to Sada. It's just around the corner from A Coruña. It's a bit of a smaller town, but it's a good port. Super friendly people. Most importantly, a little cheaper. Because we have to wait for a good weather window around Cape Finisterre. And as of yet, it's not really suitable. I think last night we had up to 50 knots.
It's very rough.
It was real rough, so well, you can imagine the waves out there. It's just not going to be nice today. It's super gloomy. I think there's a little burst of wind coming in today, and then it should calm down a bit, and then another depression, and then probably we can move. So yeah, we'll be here for a little bit. It's no punishment. I've been here before. Yeah, it's very nice people here. So. But now we're gonna walk around a little bit.
It's still raining a little bit. It rained a lot last night and this morning. It calmed down a bit, but around 4, it's now around 2. Around 4 there should be more rain coming. So we thought we're just gonna get a jacket on and just go do something before there's more rain coming.
Yeah.
Just so that we went out today for a bit.
I'm starting to fuse with the couch.
Yes.
Our atoms are bonding, so
That's not good.
that's not good. So we need to get out and move around.
And it's not that cold, so that makes it better.
Yeah.
It's not warm, but it's not cold, so that makes the rain a little less.
Yeah. Now let's see what the town has to offer.
Woo!
So, how to tell if you're in a real fishing town in Spain is when they have a vending machine for fishing lures.
And worms.
Yeah, so it's just, it's in the middle of the street. It's next to a fishing store that's apparently always closed. But they have fishing lures, they have a piece of lead, worms, line, hooks, swivels, everything you need.
That's so cool.
So funny. We're gonna see if we have some change. Unfortunately, we had no change, and they closed down for 3 hours in the afternoon. So yeah, we're so not used to this. In Holland, everything is always open till 9. But maybe this is better, so everybody just chills out in the afternoon. Yeah. But if you're used to being able to go to the store whenever you want, it's a bit of a adjustment.